Good afternoon. I am Fashipe Samuel, the director of SECAD NYIP, and alongside we have the Youth Spotlight of the Month, Miss Debbie, spoken word artist, and our partner and media team, Rosemary, here with us. So we will be highlighting the roles of the NYIP for bringing youths together and collectively to make politics attractive to them and to sanitize and educate them politically.
Hello, my name is Deborah Devi, popularly known as Debbie Black. I'm a spoken word artist and law student at the Lagos State University. The Olodo uprising was one topic I know we have always had as a society but just never discussed, and when the opportunity came up to have that discussion thanks to the rapper YC, I saw it as an avenue to just give a take on it, because that's what I do in my spoken word, addressing social vices and all of that.
Hello, my name is Rosemary Onum, a representative of Mass Media TX Limited. Mass Media TX Limited is a media, AI, youth empowerment and public engagement platform based in Abuja, Nigeria.
Firstly, this organization was established in 2017 by the president, Mr. Blessing Oyefeso. He was one of the pioneers that pushed for the not too young to run movement. So when it was put into law, so the organization was established to bring youth and involve them in politics, because if you look at the demographics of Nigeria, Nigeria is a youthful country. It has a youthful population. So, but the representation of youth in government is very, 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 very appalling. We have less than 3% youth representation in politics, and even the youths that are in government are errand boys. Most of them are errand boys, personal assistants, and the rest. So this organization was established solely to sensitize, educate, and to bring youth, to involve them from early enough from schools. My directorate is involved in the student department, so from students to transition them into the political world as students. So from the SUG, you transition them to the real political world. So that's what my directorates are about. But the NYP as a whole, collectively, strictly is to bring youths and involve them in politics. So currently, the NYP is also pushing for a 30% quota in the National Assembly, so of representation of youths, because we believe the more representation we have, the more favorable laws and will push that will favor the youth. So that is the core mandate: youth representation, youth participation in politics.
Unfortunately, what we are left with, we don't have a lot of youths, female youths, pushing for any kind of political involvement. Not a lot of them. And like you said, that's because our generation, my generation, the Gen Zs, are more interested in the soft life and having things easy, or just blowing up on TikTok or Instagram and getting quick fame and making money from the quick fame. And they don't see that there's much more to that. They believe once you're in Nigeria, once you get to make that much money, you don't really have a problem with whatever political party is in charge, or whoever is our president, or however the economy is going. Just get your money up and you'll be good. And that is a very, very what's the word now? A very, very wrong perspective to look at things from. Because as much as we are youths, we are very much in our prime, where we can do so much more to determine what the Nigeria of 50 years from now is going to look like. So if we, the youths, are this nonchalant towards it, especially the females, and it's quite there's a paradox there, because these same females are the ones who fight for feminism on Twitter. But the kind of feminism they are fighting for on Twitter is not the kind women are past women feminists fought for. We say we want to fight for feminism, we want equality, and then when you say, okay, let's have 50-50 in the home, there is a problem. You say you want equality, but if you want to go on a date with a man, you have to buy your dress and buy your shoe and buy everything. But you want that's not what feminism stands for. So the women are more interested on going on Twitter and doing those kinds of things rather than even taking up political posts or doing anything relating to politics, because they believe that, the soft life and everything would come from the men. The men can go and make this money and they would spend it on them. And if we continue going down that road, I wonder what the next generation is going to look like. It saddens me. The economic system in the country is also a very, very important factor to consider. So we live in a country where we have noticed that having little fame can start getting you a lot of money, even way beyond what you're expecting. We have instances where people just blow up on Twitter from having one pity tweet or something, and a lot of people would come together and say, okay, you know what, let's give this person money. And then by the end of the day, the person would have accumulated so much money and then become famous from there. So if I can do that kind of thing, I see someone do that and I'll be like, oh, I think I'll go and open Twitter accounts tomorrow. Let me do my own, so maybe we'll make money from there, if that's how people are doing it now. So because of the economic system, things have become so tough. Our youths financially are actually trying, because I saw something some days ago that said they call us, they are fast to call us lazy, but we are putting together 20 million, 50 million to buy cars. None of our fathers during that time had to put together 50 million just to buy a car. So the financial restraint is coming from the economic system. The economy is very good, let's not say something else. So it has made it very difficult to even now focus on doing something intellectual, because then the intellectuals are at the straining end of this economy. We see teachers that earn over 10,000 or 20,000 naira in a whole month. That 20,000 naira want you to go to Chicken Republic and go and spend it on one sitting. And you start wondering, what's this youth doing? TikTok. I'm an influencer. I do lifestyle influencing on TikTok. And these social medias even now pay us these days. TikTok pays, Instagram pays, Facebook pays. Make a video, go very much viral. They pay you. Now the problem is the people come in. The Olodo uprising came in because the people got too carried away by this social media and the financial breakthrough that comes with the whole social media thing. And then we now started saying, okay, in Nigeria, to make a very viral video, you have to do something very stupid or very crazy, and everybody's going to be like, oh my god, I have never thought of this. I'm going to like this. Before you know, likes, comments, everything is blowing up. If I take a plate of food and go to the middle of the road and I'm going to eat on the road and someone videos me, it goes viral. They might just be seeing it as, who is this person? Why are you going viral by this kind of thing? I know how much is already entering my Facebook account just because of the numbers that video is doing. So if the economic system is not helping balance the through, go through school, get educated, get a job, become a doctor, you get a job, you get well paid, we see that these things don't happen. We see people that go through these things and it doesn't happen. So as much as it is very difficult as a youth who wants a progressive nation in the long run, because this thing is just a short run. Yes, TikTok and everything might be making money now. 5 years ago, content creation was not making this much money for us as it is now. So I feel like in the next 5 to 7 years, it won't even be making this much money anymore. Something else will come up. So, but in the long run, education has always been relevant. Years ago, 20, 100 years ago, it was relevant. It's still relevant now. It will still be relevant in the future. So we need to find a balance, a middle ground where we can strike the balance between being educated, not getting carried over by brain rot content or being an Olodo and fixing our community, while at the same time keeping ourselves happy when I scroll on TikTok and see funny videos and just like it and all of that drama. So finding a balance is what is going to help us get back on track and not build a society of Olodos, because as it is, the Gen Zs are now even the ones becoming parents. If somebody who believes that the TikTok is the way to make it in life becomes a parent, they might not even start seeing the need to send their kids to school anymore and just be like, I can just leave you at home, I'll start. In fact, we have things like that. You see little kids on TikTok, they'll tell you managed by mother, and the child will up on trends and use trending sounds to make videos, and everybody will like it. I'm your online auntie. Or the love from Paris, love from India. I can name like 2 or 3 kids accounts like that I know on TikTok. It happens. And if this thing continues, I really fear for the next generation. Even my generation that we are in now is scary.
I watched a podcast of a certain Nollywood actor. He made a statement. He was like, he was on a flight and he saw his professor from school and professor was in the economy and he was in the business class. So the other problem is the mentality and the morality standard of the country. Success is based on your financial status. Why in other countries and nations you can have professors just focused on researching, advancing their course and stuffs without regards to their financial standing, because they have a functional system taking care of the basics. But you see people in Nigeria, they graduate and they can even be earning maybe 100,000, and pressure from parents, pressure from everybody. We sent you to school. You're supposed to be taking care of this and that now. You're supposed to do this and that. So the pressure on Nigerian youths from the society to showcase what you've achieved, showcase your achievements, push people to the fast track of how to get money. And that fast track is via social media, viral content, viral trends, and also this enfranchisement with the government. A lot of youths don't have trust or faith in the government, because they believe that no matter what they do, what they hustle, or how they do, the government is going to be the biggest benefactor of everything, and there is no resources, or there are no programs available to advance youth. So youth just follow the trend. I see this person posted a video, you got 1 million views, now they're paying her 5,000 a month. I'll have to do something similar. So the push is towards financial reward now, not intellectual reward. So
we run classes for young Nigerians, and we start from as low as high school and middle school to catch them young. And when we do these classes, they take exams to check their intellectual status, to see how they function, how they think, and all of that before taking them into the classes. And we also run free classes, but it's based on the individual, how they respond to their surroundings and how intellectual they sound. We don't just pick random people and try to sponsor them. We make sure we do deep research on their kind of person. So that's how we are able to select the right minds for our training.
So maybe we need to go back to our parents' way of doing things, their beliefs, and the what will people say kind of thing. It helped shape, as much as they might have been extreme about it, it helped shape society to a very, very large extent. That, okay, don't do this kind of thing. What will people say? If mommy in church says this thing, what will she say? That kind of a thing. So there are a lot of factors, the economic factors, the going back to our parents' factors, the financial restraints that comes with even being an intellectual in Nigeria factor, and all of that. We need to revisit all of these factors before we can find the striking balance between being a sane person and just being a Nigerian Olodo.